By way of introduction, my name is Cheryl Jane Kujenga. Everyone calls me CJ, or you can call me Cheryl. I have a very complicated name. I appreciate it. And I'm a partner at EY. I spend half of my life as an audit partner, and I spend the other half of my life working with entrepreneurs, looking at businesses that are in their growth phase, and really helping to identify future market leaders and looking at how we can work with them. So I feel quite privileged because I do what I really, really enjoy half the time, and I do what I kind of enjoy the other half of the time. So not a bad job, all in all. I want to welcome all of you today, not only to our offices, but to the Pursuing Excellence workshop. When Clifford told us about this, I thought, okay, this is actually a very good idea. And I was intrigued by it, because of the ability to access educators, the ability to access school children, and the bringing together of the entrepreneurship side of it, which is where my passion lies. The reality of where we are today is that there are not enough jobs being created. We recently did a survey amongst the G20 nations, and I'm talking to children at school, so I know you all know what the G20 nations are. And if you don't, you're going to go and Google it and check afterwards. But anyway. We recently did a survey amongst the G20 nations, and South Africa by far has the highest unemployment levels. That is very scary. It's very scary for me as a future parent, as someone who's got siblings who are still at university and school. It must be extremely scary for you who's a school child or who's an educator, and thinking about, well, what's the point and where am I going? One of the things that our study showed is that we've got to start talking more and more about entrepreneurship. I'll give you a very interesting stat. And you know, they talk about statistics and lies, so I can't back it up, but I've heard it enough times, so I think it's true. In South Africa, they say that more than 60% of the jobs created are created by people whose businesses employ 50 people or less. And I'll say that again because it's important to understand. 60% of the jobs created in South Africa are created by people whose businesses employ 50 people or less. So we're not talking big business, although big business has a critical role to play. We're not talking the Anglos, we're not talking the EYs. We're actually talking about the individual entrepreneurs who say, this is my big idea, I'm going to employ 10 people, I'm going to employ 20 people. I'm hoping that what comes out of today is that we get more than just a handful of people with great ideas who are going to start thinking about actioning those ideas and about actually making them a reality. One of the things that we also found in our survey is that the issue of education is critical. So education on two fronts. One was with regards to what we call the STEM subjects. So that's science, technology, engineering, mathematics type subjects. Because those subjects not only broaden your mind, but increase the capacity and aptitude for innovation. And innovation is critical, especially in this day and age, when you want the next Google, when you want the next Angry Birds, creator, when you want that sort of innovation in your society. So those subjects are important and very critical. But also the issue of entrepreneurship type education, starting to make people realize that as we talk about business, as we talk about taking an idea and actually germinating it and growing it into a feasible idea is important, and how to do that. So I'm not going to take up too much time. I just wanted to share that, just to provide some context and to talk to you about the fact that what we're doing here today is important. It's not just whiling away a Saturday. It's not just taking time out of your days and saying, look, you've got to be here. It's important because entrepreneurship, your future value in this society, your future jobs are premised on the sorts of things that we're doing today. So I want you to enjoy. I want you to walk away having learned something. I'm hoping to actually walk away having learned something. I was looking at some of the boards that are coming up in the other office, and I'm quite excited and I'm quite intrigued by what they all mean. And Clifford, to you and your team, thank you for organizing it. To the educators, to the students who are here, take the most out of today. You know, I'm a great believer in squeezing everything you can possibly get out of life, out of experience. So make the most of today. Don't make it a wasted day. Thank you.